Hello guys, welcome here. My name is Josh and I'm brought to you by the power of the internet, and today we're going to be playing game Dev Tycoon. So let's get straight to it. The objective is to run a game development company, and the game length they say is 35 years, which in this game new consoles are going to come out and we have to develop games for them and we have to try to give our company success. So let's just get started. I'm naming my guy Wayne Wright, and the company name is BitBros because that is our channel name. And let's just continue straight away, unlock the hints. I have played this game before. Shall we unlock the hints into the game? This is up to, let's see. Would you like to import? Yeah, we might as well. And we're going to choose the slot here. We'll just overwrite this game. So let's get straight to it. The first thing, or the only thing that we can do right now is develop a new game. So let's create a new game. The topic, every time you start the game, you get different topics that you can choose from. And the first four that I have right now are fantasy, dungeon, movies, and ninja. Well, I can't think of any good games to make with fantasy, nor dungeon or movies. So we're going to go straight with ninja. Our genre, action, adventure, RP, simulation, and strategy. The better the combination of the topic and genre that you choose, the more games it will sell, the higher reviews it'll get, etc. and etc. A ninja game, ninja action, I think is going to be great. Now, we can either develop it for the PC or the G64. These things down here, the action, adventure, RPG, simulation, and strategy that you're seeing here is because I have played this game before. The hints are being imported. And that's just because we have generated post-game reports, which I will show you after we generate or create our first game. So either the G64 or the PC. The development cost is how much it is going to take away from our total capital up here, and the market share is how much of the people in the world have that system, or pretty much the higher the market share, the more it's going to sell, or the more it's going to sell. Well, I have no idea what's good on the G64, so I'm just going to go straight with the PC. And now we can name our game. Now, if it's a ninja action game, we could name it King Kung Fu Goes to Australia. I'm spelling Australia wrong. I don't know how to spell that, so we're gonna say Ireland, right? King Kung Fu Goes to Ireland. It's gonna be about this Chinese dude that goes to Ireland and beats up all of his foes, right? Kind of like, well, I don't know. I don't actually have anything to compare that to. So, now there are several stages of development in the game, right? There is going to be where we get to choose our graphics and stuff like that. So, we can either choose text-based or 2D graphics. And we're obviously going to go with 2D because we have the money to do so right now. And that costed us $15,000 right off the bat. Now, in an action game, stories and quests are not important. So this down here is going to be which parts of the game are most going to be developed on. Either stories and quests, gameplay, or engine. So we're going to put stories and quests all the way down because it's an action game. It's just going to be about people that are going to be fighting each other, and it's going to be great. Now, our engine is going to be things like save game, multiplayer, online, all that stuff. But we haven't researched any of that stuff yet. So, from our previous games, it tells us the engine is going to be the most important in this game, and gameplay is the second most important. So we can just do something like that, and stories and quests really aren't going to be worked on. And okay. And that will complete the first stage of development in our game. This over here is the amount of bugs in the game. The more bugs we have, the longer it's going to take to finish the game. Design is how much, creativity is in the game. Technology is going to be how technologically advanced the game is, and research points, we're going to get to that in a little bit. Dialogues in an action game, we're going to work on a little bit, because we want to hear like hama hama hami ho and stuff like that, you know. So level design, we can put that relatively low. And artificial intelligence is going to be the people that we are going to be facing in the game, so all the way up. So that's going to be the second stage of development. We're going to press OK there. And this is okay-ish for second stage of development, you know. Alright, so third stage of development, right? World design in an action game. The action game is going to be more like stages, I think, is how I'm picturing the game. So we're going to bring world design all the way down, because that's useless in an action game, really, because you're not having open world, you're not having all these like shrubs and trees and stuff like that. Graphics, though, we do want graphics up. We want to see like the fires inside the pits around the stages, and sounds. Right now we only have basic sounds, so we're gonna really just put that at a low point, and we're gonna continue developing. So right now, up here, this bar right here is going to tell you which part it's currently working at. That's important later once we hire staff, and we have to allocate certain people to different parts of the game. But that's a lot more advanced. So now, after we finished all 3 stages of development, it'll say finishing, and that's when it's going to start getting rid of the bugs. While you're getting rid of the bugs, there are a small % chance that you will get more design and technology. Over here, we have 0 fans so far. It's year 1. And let's just finish the game, shall we? So once you finish the game, it's going to be sent to people that are going to review the game right before it's going to get sold. This right here is how much XP. The higher the level, the better that part of the game is going to be. So right now we have all level 1, so that's not too important, and we are going to release the game. King Kung Fu Goes to Ireland first reviews just came in, so let's see what the game has proven to be like. Our first one, 6, quirky but good from Star Games. A 5, fun at stages from Informed Gamer. A 5, action games work well on PC, they say. And 5, they have seen better. Now, after we create each and every one of our games, we can generate a game report for that, and that's just going to do research on it to tell us what was good about it, it's going to tell us what was bad about it, and things like that. Alright, so while that's going, we have some news. BitBros, a newcomer in the industry, has just released their first game, King Kung Fu Goes to Ireland. The game has received favorable reviews. With such a good start, BitBros are sure to gain fans. Now, where it says the game has received favorable reviews, favorable is kind of like the average. It's an average game. But when you see like bad reviews, that's like 1s and 2s. And when you start to get like 9s and 10s, it'll say great reviews. So we're going to press OK. Alright. So in the first week, we have sold 4,100 units. We've made a total of $28,000. And we've gained 17 fans. King Kung Fu Goes to Ireland. Alright. King Kung Fu was so successful that we now have 17 fans. Ooh. Our post-release analysis of King Kung Fu Goes to Ireland is complete. Ninja and action is a great combination, and engine seems to be very important. Alright. So, we're going to go into the research tab. This is where our research points are going to come in handy. For 10 research points, we can research government, transport, cyberpunk, and racing. I'm going to do government because that seemed like a great topic to research, because we could do like a government strategy game such as Civilization. You can tell if the game is going to be a great combination if you just think of games in the real world. Like, the reason why I say a government strategy game is going to be a good combination is because if you've ever played any of the Sid Meier's Civilization games, you know that they're great games, and I just think that's going to be a good combination on this game. So our sales record, King Kung Fu Goes to Ireland has achieved a company sales record of over 10,000 units sold. That is a milestone. Usually you don't get that till the second or third. Since we used a great combination, we sold over 10,000 units on our first try. Recent studies show that the G64 is steadily outselling competitors in the PC. Consumers prefer the lower price, greater availability, and the flexible hardware configuration over home computers. They say that this might spell the end of competing manufacturers, man, for the G64. I kind of doubt that, though. So let's develop our new game with our newest topic, government. So it's going to pop up in our topics. Government strategy, like we said. And we're going to name it Clash of Nations. We're going to call it something stupid like that. And it's going to be kind of like Civilization. And strategy games work very great on PC. I've done a lot of research for PC. I normally develop most of my games for PC, but for this series I'm going to start developing for consoles when we get to the point of having better consoles. They will be released in later years, but for right now we are kind of just stuck with the PC and the G64. So in a strategy game, stories and quests isn't very important. I think gameplay and engine is going to be most important. Since I have done no game reports about strategy games, since I bought this game on Steam, we have no hints down here. Alright, so King Kung Fu has sold 11,000 copies, and now it is now off the market. And this is our, like, post-game report. It'll do this for every game. It'll tell us how many units exactly and how much money we made exactly, instead of rounding it off to the nearest 1,000 like it usually does. So, what we're going to do for a second game, strategy game, I think level design is pretty important there. Artificial intelligence, I think, is the next most important thing. Dialogues, like, if you think of Civilization or any other strategy game, you don't really think of dialogues as that important because it's mostly like the AI doing their own things, and sometimes you can go up and talk to them. So we're going to put dialogues pretty low, level design up high, and artificial intelligence okay-ish. Alright, so this is going to mark about the 12-minute mark in the video. So it's going to be coming to an end. It's probably going to be our last game that we make. But our world design, they say, is very important. Because if you think of a game like Civilization, all of the, like, world design that they put in there to, like, separate how beaches look from trees and stuff, you know that's very important. And our sound is, they say, is okay-ish. It's kind of important, and we're gonna press OK. Alright, so we have a lot more bugs than we did. According to the rumors, the Japanese company Nintendo is planning to launch its very own home gaming console. Nintendo is widely known for their successful arcade game Dinky King. Many industry experts doubt that the home gaming console will take off, but are eager to see what Nintendo will deliver. In this game, console will be released from time to time, and because of copyright issues, they will use different names than what are in the real world. But I think it's kind of funny of what they come up with sometimes. Alright, this game is released, and we're going to finish it. We're going to see the reviews in a second. Finish. We have 28 research points. We're half the way to developing a new game engine, which we need 54. Ooh, release the game. We're almost halfway on kind of about most of the bars are about halfway. Release the game. And this is going to mark 13 minutes. So this is going to be the end of the video. Oh my god, what are we getting at the review? 6. We got a 6, a 7, beautiful, from Informed Gamer, a 6, and another 6. If we go into game history, we can see the averages of all of them together. So, like on this one, it's a 6.25, and our last one is our 5.25, as well as a lot more information that we will use later. But that's going to mark the end of this video, guys. So tune in next time for when we see how well this game sells. Peace out.